Hey guys, Joanne here with Newegg TV. I'm here to do an overview on this NZXT M59 mid-tower computer case. This case is made of steel with some plastic, and it measures 7.48 inches wide, 17.68 inches tall, and 20 inches deep. Up at the front, we have some steel mesh for ventilation and an LED strip here, which acts as a nightlight in dark rooms in case you're gaming at like LAN events or whatnot. And it comes with four 5¼ inch drive bays. The top one is what NZXT likes to call their stealth bay. Just push this button here. If you have an optical drive installed, it'll eject your disk tray. And below that, we have your power button, reset button, headphone microphone jacks, two USB 2.0 ports, and an eSATA port. Below that, mounting point for a 120mm fan. On the side, we have a large smoked window, as well as a pre-installed 120mm blue LED fan. On the rear, we have a pre-installed 120mm rear exhaust, as well as mounting points for an 80mm fan and I believe a 92mm fan as well. Above that, rubber grommets for threading your cables through or water cooling tubes, knockout for your input-output shield for your motherboard, 7 expansion slots, some more ventilation holes, and a bottom power supply mount. I've already taken off the front bezel, and make sure you're careful because the front panel connectors or cables are still connected. And here's a look at the other side of the front bezel. This is the opening to the stealth bay, and we have some foam material here, perhaps to catch some dust or for sound dampening. And here are your 5¼ inch drive bays, as well as your 3.5 inch drive bays, and your hard drive cage here with your mounting point for a front 120 intake. At the top of the case, we have mounting points for two 120 or two 140mm fans. Let's go ahead and move along to the bottom. We have some raised, slightly padded feet here to help improve airflow as well as reduce vibration, and a removable dust filter. Ta-da! I've removed the thumb screws for the right side panel, so let's go ahead and take a look. Here is the cutout for the aftermarket heatsink, some holes to thread your cables through, and a lot of tie-down points to manage all of those cables. In this case, it's compatible with Micro ATX, ATX, and Baby AT motherboards. Baby ATs are basically smaller versions of the original AT form factor, in case you were curious. Before I go over the interior, here is another look at your side 120mm blue LED fan with its 3-pin connector, as well as Molex with pass-through plugs. Set this down. And here's another look at the rear exhaust with its 3-pin connector and Molex with pass-through. And if I tilt this case, you'll be able to see these rubber padding here, so it'll help reduce vibration for when you have your power supply installed. And a look at the front panel connectors. Go ahead and untwist this. Here we have your SATA cable for the eSATA port at the front of your case, and your power reset LED connectors. You also have your USB 2.0 connector and your audio connector. Oh, and one last thing, this is your Molex for the LED at the front of your case, the night light. And here are your 5¼ inch drive bays, once again, your 3.5 inch drive bays, and you get an additional 5 3.5 inch drive mounts, making it a total of 7 3.5 inch drive mounts. They've also included an adapter here for you, so you can go ahead and mount two 2.5 inch drives. And now for a look at the accessories. We have your user guide in multiple languages, as well as brackets for installing your 3.5 inch drives. And finally, some thumb screws, as well as other mounting screws and motherboard standoffs. Here's a demo of the case LEDs. We have the side 120mm fan and the strip of LED at the front, so you can go ahead and see your 5¼ inch drive bays. That wraps up our overview on this NZXT M59 mid-tower computer case. I'm Joanne, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our Newegg YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Newegg TV, and we'll see you next time.